So I have just now completed one of the questions that was for stack, which is build an array with stack operations. So as a part of this question, the target was to return all the set of actions that are needed to make sure that the target given in the question is achieved by a stream, as it says here. So you are given a stream from range 1 to n, so you have to use push and pop actions to make sure that this target is achieved. So as you can see in the examples, so the target was to have an array of 1 comma 3 and the stream was of 3. So which means I will get that the stream will be containing 1, 2 and 3, and I have to create and target in a target array of 1 and 3. So I have to return the output of all the actions that will be needed. And while processing the challenge is that I have to process each and every element of the stream starting from 1 to n and make sure that each and every element is inserted in the stack, and then I have to remove the elements as per need to get the desired result. So if you see, first one is added to the stack, but since it matches the first element, one of the elements in the target, the first element in the target, we don't remove it. Then we add 2. So 2 does not match 3, which is the second element in the target. So we have to pop out 2. And then we add 3. Now this matches the target array. So I have given this solution here, which first of all I declare this result, and then I use an array to store the result, and then I use like a typical stack operation, the top as st1, and then I go for a loop. I am making sure as a part of this loop I'm accessing all the elements starting from 1 to n. And one thing that I had to check is that I do not exceed the target length, else this if statement will fail with array index out of bound exception. So from the result I check, I fill the stack with 1, and then I add to the result push. Then I check whether the first element that I accessed from the stream is equal to or not the target, and then if it is not equal, then I do minus to the top, and then result is add. Result is add pop. So whenever we are removing the element, we need to add pop, and then finally we send the result. So my solution, if I check my submissions, my solution was very fast, but when it came to memory, it was not good. It was only beating 23%. So the reason was, if you check this top answer, it is not using any array. Actually the fact is that we don't need to use an array, and I was using one, so I can eliminate the usage of this array very easily, and then I can create the correct result.